You're never going to be happy, ever, if you have your essence in material things.
This is the Kevin Trudeau Show.
I am exposing the corruption in government and in major multinational corporations. We're telling you the things that they don't want you to know that will make your life better.
How do we maintain joy? Where does joy come from, and how is joy different than happiness? Happiness comes from external situations. We hit the lottery, we're happy. We get served a great meal, our favorite food, we're happy. We get a raise, we're happy. Our team wins, we're happy. So things happen in our external environment and we become happy. Problem with happiness is, how long does it last? You're a kid, it's Christmas Day. You get presents, you're happy. You open up the presents, you're happy. You play with the toys, you're happy. The next day, it's over. Right? You're no longer happy because it's gone. You need another stimuli, something on the outside, to make you happy again. So happiness is always fleeting. It's always temporary. Joy, on the other hand, is constant. It comes up from the heart. It comes up from within. Joy and bliss comes from an eternal spring when you are connected to the oneness of Source. When you have awareness, at least to some degree, when you're conscious, at least to some degree, of who you really are as an extension and expression of the one universal love and light that is all things, that one consciousness. When you realize that you are the pure expression and extension of God's love, just as God is love, so are you. When you have some glimpse, awareness, or experience of that truth, now you have joy and bliss, and you have access to that unlimited, eternal well of infinite joy, bliss, and love. And this permeates your entire being. So are there some things you can do to help get into these states? Yes. And I'm going to give you 5. Number 1, release, or at least reduce, attachment to a particular outcome. When you release and let go an attachment to a particular outcome, life becomes much easier. In the words of Herb Cohen, the great negotiator from Chicago, when he said, in negotiation and in life, you have to care, but not that much. That's releasing an attachment to an outcome. You have to care, but not that much. And somebody says, well, how am I going to then manifest goals, dreams, and desires? Well, I explain that in the 10 steps to manifesting. And this is something that everyone does. You release an attachment to the outcome as the last final key, because doing so takes you out of vibrating lack or vibrating want and need. Because if you're wanting and needing something, if you're vibrating lack all the time, the universe is going to give you situations, events, circumstances, conditions, and people so that you're always wanting and needing it, which means you never have it. So you have wanting and needing in the beginning to contract the energy, and you use that then to focus on what you want and desire. Then you feel now as if you were in possession of what you want and desire. So you see yourself actually having it and feel as actually you did have it. Then while maintaining that same feeling, you release the attachment to it by saying, it's okay if I never got it. And you maintain that good feeling. So now you're living in the now, feeling as if you actually were in attainment of it, but not caring if you get it or not. That's when things manifest in your life. That allows the windows of heaven to open. And it also prevents you from feeling any stress and anxiety or neediness or lack in your current situation, thus increasing your current state of happiness and opening up the heart for joy and bliss to come pouring out. Next, materialism, which is defined as needing stuff, loving stuff, and having stuff be an extension of you, robs us of inner peace. If you have a nice car, if you have a nice piece of jewelry, that's wonderful. But are you attached to it? What this means is if you're attached to that item, it is actually a part of you. You view it as an extension of you, a part of you. And if somebody were to steal it or take it away, it's like stealing one of your fingers. You feel terrible because you put your essence into that material object. You've made it a part of you by extending your essence into it and permeating your essence into that object. It's actually an extension of you. This is what hoarders do. You're never going to be happy, ever, if you have your essence in material things. If you have no attachment, no connection with them, you use them but don't love them, and they're not an extension of you, now you've eliminated materialism. Having the pressure to accumulate things creates anxiety. What this also does is put you in a situation where you're comparing yourself against others. It's never enough pattern and momentum cycle that starts developing. So the solution here is simply always consider decluttering on a regular basis and throwing stuff away or giving stuff away. Take one drawer in your house and look at it all and say, this is a clothes drawer. When was the last time you wore that shirt? If you haven't worn it in a year, throw it away or give it away. What are you waiting for? You're never going to wear it. Buy something new anyway. It's somebody else's turn. It'll be new for somebody else. Get rid of it. Go through your drawers. Go through your closets. Oh my God, the garage. Open stuff up. Throw stuff away or give it away. When you start doing this, the exercise is magical because you start releasing attachment to things. And this will increase your happiness and joy. It opens up your heart because now instead of putting your essence into all this material stuff, and you have to hold it. It's like you get tense. I can't leave it. I can't leave it. Oh, I got something else. I got to hold on to this one. I got to hold on to that. I got to hold on to this. The stress and pressure subconsciously that's going on is amazing, and it's reducing your happiness. It's reducing your level of joy and bliss. It's stopping the heart from opening up. You need to reduce or eliminate attachment to things. Give stuff away, throw stuff away, declutter. If you look at hoarders, they are so attached to stuff, it's mind-boggling. I remember there was a show called Hoarders, and virtually, it almost looked like it was fake, but it wasn't. I walked into this guy's house, and all there was, as soon as you walked in the front door, was boxes and boxes and boxes. It's like, this is how the guy lived for decades. Just boxes, stacked up to the ceiling everywhere. There was almost no place to sit. And this was in the kitchen, in every room, including the bathrooms. Just stuff. It was shocking. So the guy says, look, we got to throw some stuff away. No, everything's important, the guy says. Everything's important. So he went through one of the boxes, and there was a little jar with some old bottle caps, like a Pepsi and Coca-Cola, old bottle caps from the old bottles. These were not relics. They weren't antiques. They had no value whatsoever. Total value, zero. They weren't worth $1 for the whole lot. They were worth nothing. 100% worthless. They were old, rusted out, used bottle caps. And he goes, well, clearly we can throw away the bottle caps. Because the guy was looking for something, like the least valuable thing, something should have no sentimental value, nothing. So he holds up there, he goes, well, certainly we can throw away the bottle caps. And the guy goes, oh no, we can't get rid of the bottle caps. And the host says, well, why? No. The guy started having a panic attack. No, I need those bottle caps. I have to have those bottle caps. You can't take those bottle caps. You can't throw those away. He put his essence into everything. So materialism, being attached to physical things, will always reduce your happiness. One simple solution is once a week, go through one drawer in your house and say, I'm going to declutter one drawer at a time. Just start there. Start small. And start throwing stuff away or give it away. If there's a Salvation Army in the area, just grab a box, throw it in there, drive there, drop it off. Or just chuck it, throw it away. The more stuff you throw away or give away, the freer you are spiritually. You want to be spiritually free and liberated? Look, I know I don't look like a guru. I'm not sitting here with long gray hair, with a red dot here or some ashes on my face. I don't look like Swami Muktananda or Yogananda or Ananda, etc., whatever. They're all Anandas, which means love and bliss, by the way. But I'm not from India. I'm a Western guy. Well, guess what? There were all Western saints, Christian saints who are spiritually enlightened, fully perfected masters. But we don't think about that. We think about Indian gurus wearing Indian garb. But there are a lot of people in Japan that were perfected masters, but we don't consider that. The picture of a perfected master, a guru, a self-realized being, is a certain one in our vernacular, if you will, or in our culture. But the fact of the matter is, all over the world, in every culture, there are spiritually enlightened, fully realized beings. And we know them by a series of phenomena, which I describe in my Guru Cup lessons that you can find there for free at gurucup.com. Getting rid of attachment to things is critical for your joy and happiness. You can have all the stuff in the world, but if you don't have an attachment to it, you are free. You're liberated on all levels and all dimensions. This is the goal, isn't it? To be happy and joyful and to be free of attachment, to feel total freedom and liberation on all levels and on all dimensions. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this with everyone you know. I'm Kevin Trudeau. Looking forward to seeing you Wednesday, 1 o'clock, Chicago time.